Something legendary just happened. Something that absolutely no one saw coming. And that is a company was able to release one of the best games of the year and also one of the worst at the exact same time. Something that rarely happens, and I really feel like there should be a reward for doing that. Because how are you able to do something that legendary? How are you able to fail so badly that you somehow release something so broken and so unfinished? Everyone comes together and just make fun of you. That is something really rare. But sadly, it's something that you see more, especially nowadays, because there are so much examples of games just releasing absolutely broken and unfinished. Stuff like Redfall and also that absolutely terrible Gollum game. But I'm here to say this is worse than both of those combined. And that is the Mortal Kombat 1 Switch port. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 is a game that ended up releasing not so long ago, and it is absolutely amazing. When people talk about this, they only have positive things to say about it, and as someone who has been playing the game and putting a lot of hours into it, absolutely dominated people online, like I'm going absolutely crazy, no one can stand a chance, I can say that the game is really good and is a very big improvement to the last game that ended up releasing, Mortal Kombat 11, which I think that game is extremely bad and just really boring. But I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is the Switch port. Now, obviously, when this game ended up getting announced and they ended up releasing the first trailer about it, a lot of people saw something extremely weird, and that is that this game is going to release on the Nintendo Switch, which just makes absolutely no sense. This is a next-gen only game, which means if you have a PS4 or Xbox One, you can't play this game. So how in the world is this going to launch on the Nintendo Switch if they can't even get it to run on last-gen consoles? That just seems like a disaster waiting to happen, and shocking to absolutely no one, we were right. Because a bunch of screenshots have been released of the Switch port of this game, and it is absolutely terrible. It is disgusting. And I'm here to share some of this with you because it is absolutely amazing. Some of these pictures and videos have been leaving me belly laughing like good old Santa Claus. This one is usually one of my favorites. Now we have a character in the game. His name is Smoke. And as you can see, there is a lot of things wrong with this image. One, the mask that's supposed to be on his face isn't. For some weird reason, it's trying to merge with his face, kind of go inside of his mouth. And if you are done looking at the character, look behind him and see how absolutely terrible the background around him look, especially that dragon. Yeah, behind him is supposed to be a dragon statue, but you can't tell that because it's extremely low poly and it's really blurry too, and it doesn't help that the water around him is just absolutely flat. It's literally just like a blue image that they just put down and said, yep, that's water. Here we have another character, Johnny Cage, a classic Mortal Kombat character that everyone likes, and I have absolutely no clue what's wrong with him. I don't know what's scarier, the fact that he's wearing his glasses wrong or that he has absolutely no eyelids. He literally just have eyeballs, and that is extremely scary to see. Next up we have Li Mei next to Frost, and my lord, it looks like she did not age gracefully because she is not looking good at all, and I truly do feel bad for Frost behind her having absolutely no detailed. I mean, you can't even see the makeup on her eyes because if you go and play the game and you see her actual normal cameo, she has some makeup on her eyes. I have no clue what that's called. Plot twist, I don't wear makeup, but she doesn't even have that. Next up we have this one, which actually lied. This is my favorite image, and here we have Scorpion next to Jax, and my lord, there is a lot of things wrong with this, especially just the pose that Scorpion is hidden, and the fact that is so low detailed. These screenshots are absolutely amazing, and you can clearly tell the amount of effort and love that was put into this port. Every single person who worked on it clearly wanted to sell the best experience that you could get, and the best way to actually play Mortal Kombat 1 is on the Nintendo Switch. I just have no idea how something like this is able to release, and to make this even worse, to put the icing on the cake, this is $70. Yes, $70 full dollars is how much this port is if you want to go and play it. And that is a lot of money. This is the price of a full price video game, and it's this broken. I don't even think it's unfinished. It's just absolutely damaged. And I have no clue why anyone will go and buy this. Now, because this is the modern day internet, there are some people who are actually defending this, saying that this is the best that you can get. It's running on the Nintendo Switch, and at least you can go and play the game, which is wrong. I mean, I have seen a lot of gameplay of the Nintendo Switch port of this game. You are truly not playing it. It is so buggy and so unfinished that that's probably not going to happen at all. And it's also not like Mortal Kombat have not had pretty good pocket releases, because I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that Mortal Kombat 9 ended up having a handheld version, and that version of the game was actually pretty good. Obviously, it was a downgrade version from the console release. I'm just shocked that they weren't able to replicate that and actually make like a confident handheld port, except they ended up making this something absolutely terrible and really bad. And this is just really shameful that this is something that you can buy full price for $70, but this is also not surprising at all. I mean, if you really thought that the Nintendo Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1, easily one of the best games that is probably going to release this year, and you really thought that this game was going to launch on the Nintendo Switch, you kind of just set yourself up for failure. I don't know what to tell you. This is just something that I wanted to talk about. Wanted to go and laugh at this port. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.